Good morning, Nisha. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I was like, let me wake up with some of y'all this morning, see how y'all doing, see what y'all out there doing about the gossip, the laughs, all that stuff. I got an hour before I need to get ready and get up out of here. But it's TGIF. Good morning, Simply. Good morning. Good morning. I'm sitting here watching some of the news, which is a lot. It's a lot. What y'all doing this morning? What are y'all doing? You need a good laugh this morning? Baby, I only pretty much saw one. That other stuff over there, on the, that's just been a hot mess, girl. I had to, you talking about laughed my butt off at all of that, honey. Because you have to know, Nisha, when you see that argument, right, you got to go back to the root of the argument, right? And it was hard for me to do because one of it was, I believe, Cousin Levi, and I don't follow Cousin Levi at all because, he just reminds me of one of those pastors of the church that you just don't go to, you know. So you snowed in. No, we didn't get it. My mom called and she was like, oh my God, Chicago, I guess, got a lot. So she was like, no, you guys usually get more snow than we do and blah, blah, blah. But I guess it went around us. So the only thing that we're getting is that skin bite cold, where it just biting at your skin. But nope, no snow. No, not at all. So that's good. But you do though, Nisha. I can't, what it does. It just feels like with Levi that I'm sitting in a church, with the pastor that I'm just annoyed, like annoyed, really, really annoyed. And I'm like, what are you teaching us? Okay. And what did Abraham and Isaac and all of them do? Well, when did they leave Jerusalem? And, and how did the flood occur with Noah? How many people did he kill? Girl, I refuse. I just can't. I just cannot. As many books that I have read throughout my lifetime, right? To be honest with you, as I watch a lot of the bloggers or YouTube creators or storytellers or whatever you want to call them, right? None of them are nothing like a book I have read to where I'm really into the book. You know what I'm saying? It's like their stories, their propagandas, their narrations just be all over the place. It be all over the place, girl. And I'd be like, huh? What? That's when, like, when I'm reading my books, my 5 W's kind of kick in, right? So at the end of the book, an essay is easy for me to write on the book because I've accumulated all of my 5 W's out of the story, right? So I can easily, write my synopsis on the book. But baby, when I am listening to them, it's some W's missing. It's some W's missing. Even in a lot of the books that you may read, you're going to hear where, the author kind of talks about himself or herself at the beginning of the book. They'll tell you, with all of these people's stories out here, you don't hear shit about them. They seem to be taking themselves completely out of the story. I don't know. It's just weird. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Harlem. I just thought I'd have, a few people wake up with me this morning while I have an hour to just mess around and drink my tea and just do some little chit chat with people. That's all. That's the only reason why I'm here until tomorrow night. Tomorrow evening, I'm going to finish the book. We're going to finish the book. I'd be like, they said this is the longest book ever. This is the longest book ever. But when you have so much going on, you guys, PAP is I find myself a little bit different other than a lot of the YouTube creators that you guys go and watch. From what I can gather up, and this is just my opinion, those people ain't got shit else to do. A lot of them is just not working. A lot of them is like nothing. Like when you can sit up and pop, 3, 4, 5, 10 videos per day, that person ain't got shit to do or ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? I got to go, y'all. I be gone. I be like, sometimes I feel like, okay, are you failing the channel? Are you failing your members? But then I'm thinking like, no, they have to understand that, support the channel is one thing, but understanding that 4, 5, 6 to 10 videos, it just ain't gonna pop over here because I also have to take care of my main priorities, and that's my life, just like you guys do, So what up, boo?
There's this thing where I can get my tips.
Your what?
My tips.
Tim's?
Tips for driving safety.
Is there one? Oh, it is? Well, you have to give me the information.
It's just where you have to take the class first and then take the test and then
Okay.
get your tips.
Yeah, you just got to. Okay. So, but I just can't. I've really tried to sit over and listen to a little bit of Cousin Levi earlier on before he started going to the Drunken Larry panels, right? But then after the panel started, and they started calling it intellectual, logical conversations, and then I was like, huh? And to me, that's where a whole lot of, hearsay, nearsay just started to get confused, and it didn't seem real. It just appeared to be fake fights and fake defenses. And I was like, nah, I can't. I'm gonna go back over here because I can't do this. But refuse. Good morning. Good morning. So I don't know. All I know is just that it's a lot of channels. I posted a video, a link to a video up on my community. I hope all of you guys had took the chance to go and take a vote on that. And obviously this appears to be a new guy, I guess, right? When I saw the video come down my timeline, I decided, well, let me see what this guy has to say. He's sitting there, in his chair. And I'm sitting here thinking, dude, R. Kelly stuff has been out for 3 years or so now, or maybe a little bit more, as a hot topic out here, going viral, And I'm thinking, now, where did he come from? Like, where did you come from? So it's obvious he sat and put together a whole dialogue, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, with using the Boondocks, right? And I'm saying to myself, well, a lot of us have seen this because that's been out for quite some time. But, he made a choice to go ahead and put his opinion out there, which he has all right to do so. But I'm saying, like, you're a little late in the game. Who are you trying to convince? Who are you trying, like, what community are you trying to reach now? So as I ask myself that, I'm thinking, well, it can't be nobody. You just wants to jump in the R. Kelly situation with your opinions, but his opinion was biased. It was, in my opinion, totally against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. He had all rights to do so. I'm not taking that from him. But as I kept watching the video, the only thing that I can come up with is like, oh, okay, he's looking for those views and those clicks as well. When I went to, as I got to the end of it, right, and I'm saying to myself again, okay, what is it that you're going to get over here in your comment area that people hasn't already said? So none. So I almost like hit the comments and was like, well, do you have the transcripts? Are you going to read those? Are you going to make a cartoon or a dialogue with the transcripts so that you cannot be sitting here looking biased as fuck? Are you going to do that? But then I was like, no, you know what, Pap? Mind your business. Everybody has their opinion to whatever it is that they believe, but he literally sat there to push out some old ass dialogue against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly and without doing his homework. So therefore, it's for the clicks and the views. It's for him to, have a way to build his channel. He's going to start off building his channel that way. Good morning, prayer. Good morning, perspective. Sorry to wake you girls up, but I just wanted to do a little bit of just chitter chat this morning, and I got a question to ask you guys because I saw another video and this morning, and of course, it's Sharon Winbush, right? So she has her dialogue going over there about send the money to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Send the money to Mr. Kelly. He just got rid of apparently all of his attorneys that were there that we know of, the four people, right? Oh Lord, Sarah apparently got a lawsuit, y'all, out against television show on oh God, I missed that. Defamation of character. There's another one, y'all. She's suing. Oh Lord, I got to find that article. I got to go to my news thing. Yeah, she's suing somebody for defamation of character. That shit gonna get crazy out here. But so as I listened to her as well, right? So I had to recollect. I had to go and jog my memory back down memory lane. Two people, I believe. Two people that kind of went really hard. And this is just what I saw out here. And it may be some other people, which, I mean, I believe it was. I just can't call them out by their names that I really saw going hard, with the information to send your funds to Mr. Kelly to help him out with his attorneys. Now, he got rid of 4, I believe it is, right? Knowing that there's a possibility that he's still going to need representation for Chicago. Canic's gone, the other guy gone, Schultz or whatever his name was, I can't remember, something like that. Then you have Greenberg gone, then you have Farinella gone, Becker's gone, they all just gone, right? So I'm asking myself, I'm like, hold up, Miss Kelly, you know you're going to need defense in Chicago, right? But I could have sworn that on my last commentary that I was talking about withdrawal. And I know what the hell withdrawal means. Withdrawal means gone, bye-bye. Like how you withdraw your $20 out your account, it's gone, it's bye-bye, out your account. There was no other way to define withdrawal. There was no other way for anybody to say, well, you know what, hold on, Pap, there's something else coming down the pipe, and no, that's not what it meant. That's exactly what the hell it meant. But I had, where it was stated in the chat, I don't remember who was saying it, about, well, no, that's not that. And I'm sitting here going, I don't understand how people can, you know, make you want to change up what you know is what the hell it meant. They were, so I'm like, okay, so I fell back off of the withdrawal and let the people have their way about, okay, there's some things coming down the pipe. Well, after I said that, look what came down the pipe. You feel me? Like, look what, oh my God, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised at all. I didn't have to sit back and wait to see if there was going to actually be a legal document of these people being withdrawn. I read it on the paper. It said withdraw. And then it says that with the Becker lady that, she was trying to be stay aboard on being a substitute. A substitute for what? Because a whole lot of people out there were saying that attorney Jennifer Bonjean has it, right? She gonna run it all. And that may be so. That may be so. And I wished her nothing but the best on her journey with that. But let's jump back to attorney Becker. Miss Becker. There was so much done with Becker, and nobody's asking, like, those curcios, what are they? Interference, conflict of interest, you name it. Something ain't right. We cannot do our job because this may have occurred with somebody, or this may be shaky over here, or most of all, we don't trust this person over here. So, it's just a big old, hands down with all of his attorneys. Is Mr. Kelly finding this information out through Jennifer Bonjean? That's an interesting question, because I guess according to the last paperwork with him saying that, he is going to not be working with all of these attorneys, something came down the pipe to make him do so. Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning. So it's just bizarre. There's a lot. There's a lot of crookedness. There's a lot of enemies. There's just a lot of people that wants to be the big one, in the fight. So I'm also reading the Queen, stuff over there. And if you read her stuff, of course, she takes what Jennifer Bonjean posts on her Twitter, brings it to her page, and it appears that her and Jennifer is talking, and that she is the one that is behind Jennifer Bonjean for taking on part of Mr. Kelly's defense, right? Being his attorney. And I'm like, well, that looks kind of shaky too, but that's how she makes hers appear over there. And if she knows her, she knows us, and that's just that. I don't give a rat's ass. But let's jump back to, what's her name? Sharon Wimbush, right? Sharon Wimbush comes on and puts her thing up. Send the money, all the money, because now Mr. Kelly's going to need a whole lot of money again for possibility of new defense for Chicago. Okay? So I said that I remember two people kind of going hard out here as far as trying to raise the money. I remember one in particular, and y'all know I'm finna go there, and it is what it is, which was Donnell Russell over on the Opinionated 8 show, Trent, right? And he was pressing really hard. Both of them, the guys were, about they can get these top attorneys, right? But to retain them, some of them wanted 500,000, some of them wanted that million, and so on and so forth, right? And nobody would jump on board with getting under the umbrella of what those guys were trying to do, right? To get the best of the best for Mr. Kelly. Nobody wanted to do it. Oh, she gonna be all right. I'm not talking about her. I'm just talking about what she did. I'm not talking about. I ain't talking about it, girl. I don't care. No. So, oh, I'm drinking my tea. Sorry, y'all. So, and I'm thinking, well, had everybody, all these hundreds of people, before they decide to, come out with their propaganda about Donnell Russell and all of the stealing and things like that, right? Had it been 200, 300 people, all these people out here got up under the umbrella of Donnell Russell and opinionated, right? Just maybe it would have worked. Do you know how many people would have been under that umbrella to decipher whether if Donnell Russell was this big old crook of a person or this or that? I'm just saying. Had everybody done that, probably wouldn't have been out here. Donnell Russell got merged into this hypothetical being a crook and a thief and all that stuff, all because of this darn music and Donnell Russell being down there at that gym with that goddamn Jasmine girl, and then people just intentionally came out to start linking the Cash Jones with the R lines, and then with the and only one person went hard on Donnell Russell and switched the narrative up on him, and that was that damn Bookham over there, and then the other skeletoscope shit that's going on out here. So I was like, wow, this is interesting, So I kept it moving, whatever, do your thing. But I'm listening to Sharon Wimpish. Oh, and it was Texas Black Diamond. She kept putting it up, send the money to R. Kelly, send the money to R. Kelly. So now that the heat, it kind of cooled off out here a little bit, because there's a whole another some dialogue of bullshit going on over on the wreck a train ass fucking platform over there, because it's a wreck. And I mean, you talk about hypocrisy, you talk about a narcissist, you talk about, you name it. And I'm sitting here going, the audacity. I mean, because I'm switching subjects. I know I'm got about 4-5 subjects going on. Y'all just got to keep up, because I got the road like thick. Y'all know they be, they be wanting to come back for me. So I got about 3-4 subjects going on. Y'all just keep up with them. That's all. It's not that hard to do. Just remember where I left off on one of them when I jump to the next one, because I'm going to jump back to the other one. So you just got to keep up with me and roll with your girl. That's all you got to do. So, and you got that one going on, which I'm going to talk about too, because that shit was funny as hell. But Sharon Wimbush, she comes out this morning. Well, I guess it was this morning or something, because it said about 6 hours or 4 hours ago, right? Send the money to R. Kelly. Send the money to R. Kelly. And then she says, well, R. Kelly says, if his attorney ain't said it, this is just my opinion, or Mr. Kelly has finally hired a PR out here, like how that Darrell Johnson man was out here and was on the news and speaking on behalf. However, we all know that Darrell Johnson was a big old, $20 million crook that was taking money. But it has to be, in my opinion, someone of that nature to put the music out here. I mean, to do other music, to put the sound bite out here about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Other than that, everybody knows that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly has a way of getting money to his books. I don't think that it looks good, in my opinion, for anybody else out here that has done some crookified, downright low down, even if you were in like a fight or something, or trying to discredit somebody, accuse somebody. I don't think that those are the right people to be, putting out anything about Mr. Kelly. And in other words, you done fucked up. You can't be credible after you done fucked up and done showed your hands out here. No. I'm like, are you serious? So she says, send it all to to his books, right? She got a copy of the paper. Didn't somebody else do that? Now here she comes with the paper. We believe the other person when that supporter put the paper up. It's just hard to believe this one. Do not donate to the channels. You ready to go? Do not donate to the channels, all of the cash apps, and this or that. But let me say this though. It's hard. That's a hard one, Sharon, to bite right there. It's very hard because at the end of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, bye, baby, I love you. See you tonight. Okay. At the end of it, and I'm like, okay, but you soliciting to make sales off of healing people. Like you got something to correct dick dysfunctions and how to eat healthier and to email you to start your healthy program. Isn't that contradicting? Like you got some shit going on too to make money behind Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's journey. So I'm like, come on, black people. I can't listen. I promise y'all, my ass. I'm going over there with the Chinese people because that black shit here is ridiculous. Then you got the other person, and all that stuff, and got the whole sweets and shit and shit and build off of this. Everybody has done something. So I'm like, okay, why can't you just say, send, if you can, to Mr. Kelly? But I as well also have, this for, if you guys want to support me and support, everybody can be supported. Everybody can be supported. The reason why I say that, and because I do have faith, right? I know that there is a lot of celebrities out here that has left Mr. Kelly, Lady Gaga, and the list goes on, where they pull their music and pull themselves away from him. But you best to believe that for every one or two that has pulled away from him, it's going to be 2 or 3 that's going to be helping him. We just don't know. Yeah, Reba, I'm getting the hell out of here. These goddamn black folks is ruthless, baby. Ruthless, honey. What Rand to say? Lily and the Clown, known celebrities get to them to donate. He needs long money, not regular. Exactly, baby. Like she's targeting 9 to 5 people. 9 to 5. These people, we 9 to 5 goddamn people out here. Ain't nobody out here making no more than $50 an hour. $50 an hour or less. Got rent, got car notes, got kids, got groceries, got light bills, got all that shit. Ain't no rich people over here. So her message, and I agree with you, Randa, it should be over there. Go over to the big celebrities. Go Instagram them goddamn rich ass people. Go get an interview with the Nicki Minaj. She doing a whole bunch of goddamn interviews over there on her show. Hit up. Have her get the word out. And I'm like, this is fucking bizarre. How do you come out and put pressure on the minority? We the goddamn we the broke ass minority. I know we all minority, but this the broke ass minority side. But can't nobody in this world tells me that everybody that has money is not helping. They're out there. They're out there. How do you think that he was able to keep those attorneys that he did have aboard? Part of being an attorney, and I don't give a damn who you are, attorneys want to get paid. That's the first thing that's on their agenda. That's when they take on these cases. The second thing is, I came on your case to win it. Let me see what's going on. I did mention in my last commentary that there's a third reason why a lot of them will leave. One is a combined of, okay, we're not, not getting paid enough for this. Or 2, you know what? It's too much conflict of interest. It's too many hands in the ship to where the attorney may feel like, I'm not going to win this for you because it's so much being said, it's so much being done, and since I don't have control of this or whatever, I can't do this. So they'll leave. And when we're on the outside looking in at Mr. Kelly's case, it is so many people that then put their hand in the pot on this man's case. So many people. And the case is just it's tainted. It's tainted by the public, and it's tainted by allegedly some of his attorneys. And it is what it is. They got to work it out, figure it out. And he did so. Hopefully with Jennifer Bonjean saying, you know what? Probably I got to run this shit by myself. I need every goddamn body out the way. Out the way. So, was it a good move? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I couldn't even get jiggy with that. I'd be waiting for her to actually really post something that I can actually say, well, okay, Sharon, okay, you're doing okay right there on that one. But I can't find one. You can't say, well, don't support the cash apps and don't do this and don't do that. But you have a whole program of a nutritionist healthy guide over there. Join this. Hit me on my email. It's going to cost you about $399. Really? Unless you come out to say that all of the proceeds for making everybody back healthy is going to be going to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, I'm like, shit, and like I say, the other thing, because I got hit, y'all, and I wasn't going to talk about it. But I got hit on something that I did not deserve to be hit on about my freaking opinion. I'm not going to, and I did my little short video on it. I'm not going to go back and forth with that girl over there. Not at all. I'm just trying to say, make some sense out of that goddamn skeletoscope ass shit that's going up there on that thing. Instead of grabbing all these goddamn pictures or whatever off of Instagram and Twitter and trying to put together a whole goddamn story. That was my damn opinion. But I'm not out here talking about her or downgrading it or none of that. But, since I'm on that goddamn, track right now, I might as well go and put it out there. Same goddamn thing over there. Got a whole goddamn Patricia-ass goddamn food court shit going on. Wasn't going on before R. Kelly. It wasn't. And I'm not putting no shade or doing nothing on that. Some of the shit look good. But I think, as I'm sure a lot of people, I didn't come out here to support donuts and cookies and creams and shit. I can go right on around the corner and pay my little $6.99 for my goddamn donut like I normally do every morning, or my bagel. And then send my 100 or whatever, if I choose to, down there to over there. So everybody has done it. Everybody has done it. So fuck that. I'm like, this is crazy. And I remember back down memory lane when I said that it's a whole lot of people, that claims, you help them. You help them. You go take a second mortgage out. You go have a goddamn garage sale. You go sell your cars and all that stuff so that you don't have to worry about what another person is sending out to Mr. Kelly. Unique, don't start. Girl, don't start me. I just felt really offended by it because I've never done anything. Never. I'm like, I don't even speak on. So I was like, well, why is my picture up on a thumbnail connected to a cartoon image? Like, what have I done? What did I have done? Oh, I spoke my opinion, and I speaks my opinion. I'm not saying whether if Don Russell is the truth or none of that stuff. I speak about what I see and what I don't see about Donnell Russell. That's what I speak about. So I guess that got taken personally because people will take it as if, oh, you're you're turning my narrative out here. I've been putting this narrative out here that this man is the criminal croc of all times. But now here you come trying to change the narrative up that as if he's a good person. And I'm just putting my opinions on what I see. And there is a lot of stuff that, people will make a choice to challenge on. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't see that. Well, how did you get that? It's easy to paint a picture. It's easy to paint the picture, but it's difficult sometimes to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God, even though you may have 50 goddamn pictures up there, somewhere you off. Somewhere this ain't clicking right. And I just be like, well, but I just so happen to notice, and you got the whole food truck and the whole thing clicking off over there. I'm just saying. Wasn't doing that before Mr. Kelly or everybody was out here on these YouTube streets talking about Mr. Kelly. That came afterwards. That came afterwards. I don't give two hoots of what nobody says. That's what I saw. So it is what it is. But for that to attack on me and you want to grab my pictures and put me out, I ain't finna do that. Fight by yourself. I don't care how or what she thinks of my opinion. Other than that, I was like, well, wait a minute. Did Bookham send her? Did Bookham do this? And he said his dumbfounded ass up there on all that goddamn scoletoscope ass shit. His picture up there too. Shit. And my thing about it, what looks bad is it sucks that you can talk about 50 other people. 50 other people. But ain't got nothing to say about the Goolum, the goddamn Gremlin, the Goons, and nothing about him. No, you just buddy up with him. Knowing that nigga done said a whole bunch of goddamn shit out here. The same way Don Russell done said it. The same way a whole bunch of other people done said it. But he ain't got shit to say about that damn nigga. The fuck? That nigga did say that he had a baby. That nigga did say a whole bunch of fucked up shit on phases to the next level. A whole bunch of shit. You don't say a goddamn thing about him. And that's fucked up. That makes that person look shady to me. Fuck is you covering up his ass for? I don't give a fuck how much he out here to my free R. Kelly and showing up at the goddamn protesters and doing filming in front of the, what is it, NDC down there. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Hold that nigga nuts tight. But let me get off of that subject because I was like, I've been holding that in, y'all, since I seen it, right? And like, no, you better than that. Don't even worry about it. Let her do her thing or whatever. But what surprises me is how, I touched the nerve. Like, how did I touch your nerve? You got hundreds of subscribers over there, hundreds of this and hundreds of that. How did little old me with my little old opinion touch a nerve? How is that? I don't understand that. But that just goes to show you how people are. And then I had to go back and think about Spicy Topics, right? Which I haven't seen in a while unless she's under a different name or anything. I remember her getting attacked for her opinions by the same person that sat there and grabbed my picture and put it up next to a cartoon fucking image. And that tells me right there, something is wrong with, with her heart. Something's wrong with her heart. She can't handle criticism. She can't handle people levels of opinions. It's not going to be, your way all the time. It's going to be something that a person puts out here and we're like, wait a minute, I got to dig into this because why is it so hard on this person? So yeah, I'm venting. I'm venting. But it is what it is. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Atmos. Good morning. Good morning, Unique Leanna. Good morning. Good morning, Hill. Good morning, Butterfly. Good morning, everybody. Demetria, good morning. Good morning to you guys. I just wanted to wake everybody up to just chill with me. Oh, okay. So she's still out there. And I like Spicy. I liked it when she came on. I really did. And I kept saying, well, what happened to her? Like, what happened to her? But then to come to find out, some information was said that, she was also getting attacked and everything about her opinions. But I'm sorry, like I say, that a lot of people can't respect other people's opinions because our brains work differently, or because I sat down, I've highlighted, I've traced it, I've looked at it, and I don't find it. But for people to find a crazy reason to throw people in this situation and to make them align with Mr. Kelly, it's just bizarre. It's really bizarre. There's no way that I would be out here saying, that these people did this for under his umbrella or this umbrella or none of that. For the most part, I would actually just stop speaking on a lot of it. It's like, the less you see, the less you hear. But these people just don't get it because they got to tell these goddamn stories, and make it appear to be what they want it to, to be. And I was like, well, have it your way. So for that part right there, no, I did not like it because I know I've done nothing, to her or nothing. And I was like, that's foul. That's fucked up as a female, but I can also add that to my list. Well, like I tell y'all, it's a lot of people I would not fucking get down with. Your heart ain't good. Your heart ain't good. You got bitterness in your fucking heart in order to do something like that, or to allow somebody to send you off to do something like that when, like, this ain't your fight. Like, I'm not in your fight. So why include me in it? I ain't going nowhere. And one thing about Pap will rumble like a motherfucker. And people don't get that through your head. Like, people have to seriously get that through their head. But for the most part, because I walk by faith and I walk with Christ within me, that's the part that you guys don't know. And because of how, my age and stuff like that, I know how to act. I know how to be polite. I know how to be humble. I know how to be respectful to people. But you come for me, that ain't gonna do nothing. You light the fuel that's gonna go on for show and tell out here on YouTube for like a freaking week. I have a job. I have a code of ethic that I must follow out here on my channel. And YouTube is not worth me risking of that. And if any of these people think that you guys were ever going to outsmart me on that, y'all need to scratch y'all ass and sniff the smell. Because that's exactly what the fuck y'all are. Shit. Is you out y'all, are y'all out y'all goddamn man? You guys think that you could get me up out of my goddamn, the way to do what? To lose anything about my life? Y'all got to wake up pretty early in the goddamn morning. Now let's jump on over here to this hot mess of a goddamn show that I seen over here. No, it ain't my business this morning, but I'm gonna make it my goddamn business because it was funny as hell. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. So, but I'm going to have to go and check Spicy as AF out and subscribe to that channel because I really liked her commentary. I just didn't know, where she went. I understood that after going back and thinking about it, like she was getting attacked off of her commentary and what she thought, but it's just crazy. It's really, really crazy. I don't know. Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly and his funds and things like that. It has been told or shared out here 100 ways. You do what you can for him, and what you can't, you just can't do it. And that's just the reality of the things. And the commentary on each of all of these shows that are out here, and if people are asking for that, hey, it's okay to take $5 and split it in half. I like this person because it's about supporting everybody. Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is going to be just fine. What happened to the faith? He's going to be just fine. He's going to allow his attorney to do what she has to do. If Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly did not have the means or the ways or the finance of this or that, he probably wouldn't even be sitting with Jennifer Bonjean. I don't recall any paperwork or nothing where she said, or somebody correct me. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Is Jennifer Bonjean taking this case pro bono. Is she going pro bono? Where's the paperwork on it? You right, Sandra. It's all right. But that's how, and that's exactly what it is too, Sandra. It's like bullying. Don't say that you can't, and he this, and I said he was doing this, and I said he was doing that. And I'm gonna say it again when it came to Sharon Wimbush, when he came on his live and told all of these fucking channels out here, he asked her to meet with him at the chicken shack or wherever it was, his uncle, wherever it was. He asked her to meet with me. That was a time that she could have used to find out what he was all about, what was going on. But when he came out and said that, Sharon Wimbush got bitter. She didn't like the way he said it. So how did she come back on him? I feel for my life. Well, you didn't need to know who I was. And this and this, that. No, you needed to know who he was. Because just maybe that would have prevented her from doing all of the stuff that she came out to do against him, which was accuse him of a whole lot of stuff. If the man invited you after being on the phone with his mother, and his mother not even knowing who the hell she talking to, she just talking to her, and Sharon Wimbush had her delightful ways of getting information out of his mother. Well, wait a minute, Mom, who you talking to? Well, you know what? Oh, she for R. Kelly? Oh, okay, well, I'm going to set up something to go meet with her. But she declined his freaking offer. Why? Because I know good goddamn well, if I was Sharon and Don Russ called me up, and I know I'm supporting Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, well, where you want to meet at? Oh, okay. I'll be there at 5. Because, nigga, I want to know who you are, and I'm going to let you know who I am, because I'm standing for Mr. Kelly. And if I feel that I'm sitting there with Donnell Russell and there's some shaky-ass shit going on, I got all the paperwork, everything, or whatever what it is that I need. Even if it had been the case that Sharon Wimbush got there and Donnell Russell would have been like, well, we finna do this and we doing that, but I could pay you under the table. All I need you to do is ride with me. There's your goddamn extortion or whatever. You ride for R. Kelly. Now you get to go tell Mr. Kelly that, wait a minute, Donnell Russell just tried to give me almost $20,000 to cover this up and to do this and to do that. You feel what I'm saying? So that story right there showed me or told me that no. You for R. Kelly, and a nigga done called you out to see who you are so that he can try to put together some people that's for Mr. Kelly, the paperwork, and show you the whole goddamn blueprint that we trying to get this attorney, we trying to get this one, we trying to do that, and you declined that fucking offer. Something is wrong with that person, because I'm going. I want to see what the hell your proposition is, because goddamn Mr. Kelly need help. And soon as I figured out, your ass is shaky, shady as a fuck. But then I would know that. You could have even went with a goddamn recorder, a mini recorder, to record him. But nope. Came back out here, and he ain't this, and he this nigga, he fucked this nigga, and 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 this nigga. A person like that can't say that. To me, for me to believe that, when you had all opportunities to go and sit at a fucking table with this damn man. So bunk that. And that's how I feel when all of the other commentary come out. And then I look at who are the only people that is shading him. Who are the only people? There was only 3 at that time, other than the, what's his name? The Clary guy. I be forgetting these people's names, y'all, because they so fucking irrelevant to me. The Azrael dad, right? Other than the shit that he was saying on his IG, or other than the shit that Drunken Larry said on his panel before he went to jail, right? Don Russell ate at my kitchen. Don Russell's in my kitchen. When? If he was, and if Drunken Larry really wanted to get Don Russell in a whole bunch of heap of trouble instead of just coming out here putting out a blind ass narrative, then you know what? Maybe you should have flashed the goddamn phone over there and caught Don Russell on fucking camera. How about that? So they can miss me with all this goddamn bull crap out here. I'm just saying. No, what I saw was a bunch of people, channels or whatever, came and took upon themselves to let you know what? Let's make it look like Don Russell is in all of this shit, just like how they did a whole bunch of other shit out there. That's what I saw. I'm sorry. And that's just my damn opinion. But I don't know. I saw your queen put a passport up. Australia. She still must be in Australia because she ain't left nowhere yet to go get her damn husband. So I don't know. It just behooves me on how these people think that there are no thinkers out here. Like there's absolutely no thinkers. But because they have a group of people and their dialogue coincide to each other's dialogue, right? That everybody is, you supposed to be believing everything that comes out of their freaking mouths over there. And I'd be like, man, bye. Man, bye. She gonna hit her ass. She gonna hit with a cease and desist. What? What? Girl, listen. That's a whole nother thing. I like, for some apparent reason, I don't know. Call me crazy. I like reading the Queen shit, right? 'Cause it gives me a laugh for the day. You know, she's been doing this now for what, about 8 months or so, or a little bit longer, right? Here's the thing with your queen, Shannon. Let me tell you. Let me tell you the problem that I'm having with the queen. There is not a conclusion. When is she going to conclude her shit? Every day is something about what she's going to do. When is she going to close some of this shit out? When is she going to come on her stream and say, yes, we successfully did this? When are we going to be able to click on here and actually hear the opposite says, oh, this bitch done hit me with a cease and desist? When? I'm going to tell you when. We ain't going to see. It's going to go on and on and on and on and on. You say it's coming. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Sandra, I'm gonna ride with you. I'm riding with you right now. If he came out and I believe, I believe his testimonies. I believe that he and his proposals, his plans about helping Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I believe, I believed him. I believe that if the other side, the ops, including with Bookham and the skeletoscope information, I believe, had those not come along to interfere, to change up his narration, to make him look demonic or against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, I believe had he been able to pull a bunch of people under his umbrella, which I think was his intentions to do so, I don't think that Sharon Winbush would have the opportunity right now or 6 hours ago to post a video about Mr. Kelly needing money to obtain bigger and better attorneys for Chicago, because it would have already been taken care of. But because that all fell apart, because he and someone else, like he says, he doesn't have all of the intellectual projects or information. He say he doesn't have them all. They have been split up. There's some over here and there's some over there. But he's the only person that was being attacked about it, right? The other person who he says that has half of it put away as well, which made plenty sense to me, because you don't go and store everything in one place knowing that you still have the government or whatever that may want to obtain some things for more of their discovery, or and sometimes discovery to me means like how they do with the drug shit, put it in the bag, put it away, And then 5 years from now, they don't know where it's at. They done sold it off them motherfuckers selves. You know, like how they do the drugs. Take the drugs off of the one guy and put it away, you know, but then go back out there and probably be selling it or using it them damn selves. But, you know, so I think that that's where, you know, in my opinion, that's where all of that has failed from. Exactly, Shannon. Exactly. But nobody is, you know, accusing him of anything, you know, because of the last project that was done with him was I admit. So that makes it looks like Keith is a sounded guy, you know, the best friend, and because of, you know, Keith being, you know, right there. But so I guess we'll just keep sitting and waiting and seeing how you doing, Ivan. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Renee. Boop. Good morning. It's just bizarre, you know. It's really, really like bizarre. But Mr. Kelly's case is sensitive. It's hard. It's, you know, it's tragedy. It's undermining. It's ludicrous that just for one man that all of this got stirred up, you know. And then she died, you know. Hey, come on, Sharon. Go get your interview with Nicki Minaj. She literally giving out heavy interviews. All you gotta do is email and see if you could solicit it through some of them rich people over there to help Mr. Kelly out. Not these goddamn broke ass minorities over here. We broke. We ain't got no money. Everybody's sending 5 or 20s or whatever. And then she says that, oh well, he's not receiving any money. Well, I highly doubt that Texas Black Diamond is going to lie about sending him no money. If he ain't got no money, he's sure in the hell getting that $50 from Texas Black Diamond. He's sure in the hell getting that. So I don't know why we didn't see that. You should have had them draw that on that paperwork, on that invoice paperwork, because you know for god darn sure that girl is sending the money down there. Yeah, she was putting it up every single time. You seen a whole lot of other people on there. So that's the part that be tricking me. Like, he ain't getting no money. He ain't getting no money. Are you serious right now? You say broke and mo broke. Shit. Shit. Whatever, Rand. I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying. But how do you resolve this issue about Mr. Kelly getting money? Because I know Sharon Winbush says that she pretty loaded too, right? And she flashed up her $800 of wine or alcohol bottle or whatever that was, 777. I don't know what the fuck that was because I don't drink like that, to identify a whole bunch of liquor, right? I know the fuck out of Snoop Dogg, and I know Boone's Farm. Y'all can't tell me that. I can tell y'all all about my Boone's Farm and stuff, and I've learned my 19 crimes, right? But I'm not a big drinker like that, you know. I know what gin is. I know what Hennessy is and stuff, but, you know, I just seen a whole new Ciroc out there, pomegranate Ciroc, y'all. I think I'm like, oh, I might try this because we know pomegranate is good for you, right? But you got to buy the Pome pomegranate juice too, right? And then I saw the video. It's 3 cups of the pomegranate Ciroc, and then a cup of your pome juice. I'm gonna try that shit. Put it on some ice and see what it's like. See if they mixing healthy with the death trap. So one of them is, you know, you're gonna be okay when you mix the death with the healthy trap. Cause you got a good 65% chance of keeping your liver. He'll say I'm $20 broke today than I was yesterday. But you have to, you know, Sharon Winbush, this is what, 3 years. Can you imagine how much money the broke minority probably have been sending Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, hoping that, you know what, during his trial, they were sending it in because everybody just kind of knew he was going to get, was hoping that he get the not guilty plea, and then everybody could relieve the pressure off of their pockets now. But now it's here we go again. Mr. Kelly does not want to use his previous attorneys anymore. So now you got the note to yourself too, Sharon Winbush, that you are the first one today, 2-4, that came back out here with sending money to Mr. Robinson Sylvester County. You did that. Put that on your calendar because you went and opened that back up like these people don't know that, support them, support them. All that money you seen over there. Because I know that if I was sitting with a million or 2 million or whatever, it would be something that I wouldn't even have to worry about. I wouldn't care if you guys were sending it or not. I know that Mr. Kelly would be okay because I just dropped a whole million over there for his goddamn attorneys. So I wouldn't even come out there. So when a person comes out and got to be saying with support, in my humble opinion, that means that you don't have the money to take care of them either. You don't have the money to take care of him to that level as well. Everybody want to be the chief. Tell you what to do. I just shit where I come from. My mom and daddy said, mind your business. Mind your own coins. And then for you to say, Mr. Kelly said this. Mr. Kelly said this. I'm so tired of hearing Mr. Kelly said this. Mr. Kelly need to get his goddamn attorney to make some goddamn announcements out here, knowing that all of this shit is so screwed up out here. Or Mr. Kelly gonna need to get him his volunteer. Somebody needs to say, you know what, I'm gonna support you. Let me volunteer. Let me be your PR out here so that this stuff can turn around. And it's only coming from one person who he could trust to be talking for him. Because other than that, baby, I don't believe none of these people say no more. They done messed this stuff up way too. This stuff is totally messed up. And Sharon Winbush, you have to take some accountability with that. You done discredited people. You done cussed out people as well. So, in my humble opinion, you shouldn't be out here trying to tell people where to send their money to and how to send it. And Mr. Kelly said this because some things have been said and done that, shows a little discredibility about yourself, like being gone for 30 years and then now knowing his whole life. Like, that shit is crazy. I mean, I donate once you finish putting the ending up of that fight between you and Drea. I want to see the fight that you didn't just stop. What happened to that goddamn fight? That shit was fun as hell. And Drea said, Drea was gonna fuck you up, though, Shannon. I think. And Drea was having that shit. She was like, you know why? You know why your ass was kicked out the house. And then you was like, no, you know why I left. Well, we want to know. I'm going to need you to pick back up that motherfucking episode, honey, because that shit was funny as hell. Now, somebody knows something between her or Bush and Drea. Now, was it a baby? Was it both fucking them? Somebody did something. Ain't no need to cut that off. And I'm going to still need to know, you cut your stories off about going after Oprah. What happened to that? I want to see big money take little money. Shit, I was waiting on that shit. I was like, come on, shit, let me see how you finna fuck with the oh, girl. Oprah would have had your ass up in that court like that goddamn Cardi B hit Tasha K. Shit. You say you would take the... me too, Shannon. Me too. You right. Alex, 500. Was it a baby somewhere? What the fuck did happen? Did somebody get pregnant? Somebody got kicked out? What the fuck did happen them years ago? I don't know. And then now, there's some, in my opinion, there's a discrepancy about, with Kelly Price and Sharon Winbush. Because Kelly Price says that she was there throughout the duration of all three babies. That she helped. She knew Andrea was sick and all this stuff. But then now, Sharon Winbush says that she was there, cooking the chicken, going upstairs, lighting the, in the panty drawer. And she was there when the last baby was born. And shout out to Buku, R. Kelly's daughter. Rated R dropped a sample of her music, you guys. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit was fire. It was fire. The harmony of it, the melody of it, the beats, the hook. I was like, damn, this shit is cold. So I went back, and no shade on Azrael. And I kind of figured out Azrael's music. It's too goddamn aggressive. She's too bitter to be singing right now. So she can't grab the right harmony. Her music is bitterness. Kind of like, when Mary J. Blige came out, right? And Mary J. Blige, all her music was about all her fucked up ass relationships, right? And the man this and the man that and the man this and the man that, right? So, but then after her last relationship, Mary J. Blige, and the man, he wanted 200,000 for this and 800,000 for this and 150,000 for a cell phone bill. Y'all remember that shit? I cracked up on his list of shit though. But after that, Mary J. Blige now has more melody, more humbleness, right? Because she ain't bitter no more. She ain't going through no more man catastrophes and shit, ups and downs, and who was right and who was wrong, and fuck your nigga and all that shit, right? So I think that's where Azrael music kind of is, you guys. It's she's bitter with it, and she's got to get past that bitterness to bring her more harmony, more smooth melody, more fun to her music. Other than that, she's going to continue to struggle for a long time like Mary J. Blige. Now, don't get me wrong, because I love me some Mary J. Blige, y'all. I love me some Mary J. Blige. It's just that Mary J. Blige, along with, Anita Baker, it was just too much about the man and the man and the man and the man. So I was like, okay, I understand that. But y'all get over and check out Rated R TV. He popped a little clip of R. Kelly's daughter music, y'all, and I have to give it, that 9 on there. She still got a little more growing to go, but I was like, damn, this shit is dope, So, but other than that, it is what it is. But who else was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, the finale, because it's 8:19 and I said an hour and I got to go. Now this shit all over here on this other goddamn channel, right? And I know I'm supposed to be leaving a whole lot of shit alone, right? But I got to say this. I got to say, how in the hell does people allow themselves to be so undermined by another adult? Another adult, right? Where, like, you'll have an adult. I don't know how y'all feel. But if I say that, y'all better shut the fuck up and I want to hear another motherfucking word and I wish a bitch would, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to tap fire to everybody motherfucking ass. How would y'all feel about that? And everybody is grown. How do you all feel about that? I can't bring it upon myself to undermine people. I just can't, because people are going to be who they are. So it's always going to have to be that level of respect. You know why? Because you don't know how the person of whom you are imposing this attitude on, right, is going to react, is all I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know how Randall's going to react to me. I don't know how Harlem's going to react to Sandra or you, Ivan, or none of you. I don't know. Miss Denise, good morning. I didn't see you in there, Miss Denise. Good morning. I don't know, right? But let's just say that I do. I'm really like, I wonder how would these people attack back, like, to me. First of all, I don't think that I would ever be comfortable with living within myself to try to acquire mind controlled over grown ass goddamn people. But I was sitting here and I was like, what in the fuck? And and then you would hear like, I went, and who got something to say? Who got something to say? I'm sitting over here raising my motherfucking head. Me. Who the fuck do you think you are? Who the fuck you think you are? We motherfucking grown up in here. But I sat there and y'all, now watched it, and I promise y'all, it was like everybody motherfucking hands was folded and their feet was crossed. I was like, these people have absolutely no goddamn backbone. You can't take these people to rob no bank with you. Hell to the no. This scary ass motherfucking crowd, y'all. I'm sitting here like, so then I asked myself, I'm like, what is it that they think that they're going to possibly lose by saying, I object? I object the way your motherfucking attitude is today. Hold the fuck up. Why are you speaking to us in this tone. What in the fucking world? I'm like, listen, I'm sitting over here looking at the whole goddamn channel, shaking than a motherfucker. I'm like, who? Nah, if it was a war was to break out, that would be a whole goddamn group that you leave the fuck at home. Hell to the nah. Hell to the no, baby. I was like, huh? Who got a motherfucking problem? Who? I dare. You said who gonna say something? I dare, bitch, say something. I'm sitting over here with my hands raised up like a motherfucker. Me, bitch, me. How dare you have the audacity to speak to those grown people like that? How dare you do that? That is so rude with that obnoxious ass narcissist damn behavior. And yeah, I promise I was not even supposed to be. Listen, I'm just saying. Now, this is my opinion on the show. This is my opinion on the show. I think for the most part, there was some things that, Scooby-Doo was saying that was, no, that was right. It was appropriate, however. One thing that I find funny is that because he announced that that's my friend. I like talking to you. That nigga being undermined like a goddamn log under a train. Nigga, your values and your views don't mean a motherfucking thing over there. And I can't understand, for the sake of me, if you have a truth, and this goes for anybody, you have a truth and you believe your truth, like how in the hell do you allow somebody to undermine or underestimate or to your goddamn truth? That shit had me cracking the fuck up. It was on that nigga, don't say another word. Don't you say another word. And I was like, well, there go his hands folded and feet crossed. I was like, damn. But he said some things. He did. He said some things that, I was like, well, yeah, he's right on that part. But he not allowed, his truth got taken away from him. His defense got taken away from him. And that's a fucked up situation to be in. You know what I'm saying? It is. But I understand the game of chess as well. Over checkers. Oh, yeah. So it's a possibility, and it's a strong possibility, with my opinion. The boss keep playing one hell of a motherfucking chess game. It is what the fuck it is. I ain't telling no secrets or no codes or nothing like that, right? Yeah. He's playing it. They playing it. And then all this shit gonna clash. That's what Miss Denise, when I say sitting around the Chinese table and ain't a motherfucker saying shit, Miss Denise, when I tell you both of my hands went up, both of them, girl. Both. Who gonna check? Who say another motherfucker word? I'm coming in the chat and I wish a motherfucker. Who the fuck allows somebody to intimidate them like that? I'm saying, Miss Denise, I promise you, I wish that I was an octopus, baby. I would have had 8 goddamn hands up in the air, baby. Me, motherfucker, me. You don't get to talk. I don't give a fuck if I was on the show with the president. I wish the fuck he would think he could sit there to intimidate me because you want to run a show and all of a sudden the 3 little pigs is sitting in the motherfucking chat and you the big bad wolf about to blow a fucking house down. I wish the fuck you, Miss Denise. Come on, you saw that. Come on now. I ain't trying to get you to get in no trouble or nothing like that at all, but because I ride by myself and I got this, but baby, come on, honey. Since when? What year? What time zone are we living in where you get to have, and Miss Denise, you wouldn't even accept that shit out there in your real life. You know that. I'm saying, is these puppets in here? Are these like real people? Like, are you guys real or what? somebody has this type of goddamn control to tell you to, Simon says, sit the fuck down. Simon says, shut the fuck up. Simon says, I'm coming in the room and I wish a motherfucker would. Who? Who? That's worse than having a goddamn husband, y'all. You got a whole motherfucking bitch telling your ass what the fuck to do. Man, is you out. Anyways, I had, I like it that, I can sit back, come over here, speak my opinions on it on my channel. Ain't never leaving out my goddamn lane. And I know that what I say and how I say it and what I do over here is gonna piss a motherfucker off, and they just go come back and do all the same, roof, like I gives a fuck. But you know what? You say Mr. D said, when they be leaving, I still be, you know it, girl. High five on that one. I got the high five. I got to give you some dab on that one, girl. I'm just saying, though, Jacqueline, come on, y'all acting like y'all didn't see that shit and y'all eyebrows didn't raise up. Girl, I was cringing. There's no way. I don't give a damn what you doing. There is no way that you're going to end up with the bigger fucking drawers on and ever think that because I ride with you or I done clicked your like button and all that shit that you gonna get to talk to me that motherfucking way? Oh, that just eliminated the subscription, the like button, and the motherfucking friendship. The fuck is you on? It's all about respect. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't give a damn if you hate the person. And I have to say, the respect went down the toilet over there, and all of them sitting there like, huh? Well, what just happened here? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's okay. That's just one of those erratic fucking moments. It's okay. It's not fucking okay to have someone to treat you as if you a third grader. Didn't I tell you to put your shoes on? Why you not fucking dressed yet? Go sit over there in that goddamn corner till your mother comes and pick you up, huh, bitch? The fuck? Woo, baby. I'm gonna tell you, Miss Denise, I was living, baby, but I'm over here, my hands is up. Who gonna do? And then who, me, motherfucker, me. No, this is not what we about to do. Talk to people like you, motherfucking crazy. Huh? Ooh, I'm just so sick of this shit. And when there's a whole goddamn end button on the motherfucking string, everybody got one. Everybody got an end button. So, baby, I'm just saying, Miss Denise, I'm just saying, honey, I had flashbacks. Cause about 20 years ago flashback. When a nigga tried to tell me, you go in the house. Who the fuck you talking to? Who? Oh, that's what the fuck I thought. Being grown, they go in the house. Nigga, you take your motherfucking ass in the house. Matter of fact, nigga, you shut the fuck up. Matter of fact, nigga, fuck you. The fuck you mean? But baby, there was so many goddamn direct orders given out. My head was going left and right. I was waiting on somebody to object. Didn't the motherfucker object, had a sidebar, a sustain, or nothing. They just went mute than a motherfucker over there. Listen, get in line. Fall in line. God damn it. Fall the fuck in line. I was like, now who wants to have that type of intimidation on them? Who wants to have this type of control when you sitting out here and won't even let your husband control you? You won't let your kids control you. But on a goddamn screen, these people are straight up mutes up. Yes, ma'am. Okay. You whisper to each other. Or they messaging each other behind the scenes. You gonna say something? Huh? Well, no, you say something, girl. Well, yeah, you know she was out of pocket for that. That was wrong. Well, I know, but she always making excuses for that bullshit. The fuck? My hands went up down there. Up. Girl, it's like pre-kindergarten. My grandson is going to text me if his teacher is up in there saying, sit your ass down? Don't say another word. Because I want to know why the hell is you talking to my grandson like that? If you want him to respect you, your ass, you're going to respect my grandson. And that's that. Oh, I got him strapped with a phone, y'all. Oh, yeah. Grandson, he know how to text me and everything. Pap on the motherfucking way. This is what we not finna do. It's underestimate my grandson. The way you speak to him is the same way he's going to speak back to you. So if you tell my grandson to sit the fuck down and don't say nothing, and my grandson's going to tell you to sit the fuck down and don't say nothing. Now, if you ask him politely, grandson, can you please take a seat today? We're about to get the class started. My grandson is going to respond by saying, yes, ma'am. See, it's what you give, it's what you going to get. So you got to be careful on how the fuck you give it. Simple as that. And the way that goddamn giving came out, baby, me, I'm coming in the chat. I'm coming in the motherfucking chat. I wish a motherfucker was. I wish a motherfucker was. Who? Baby, sometimes, some smoke comes in a different form. Some come up. You may get the light smoke. You might get some thick smoke. You may get some medium. You never know. But sometimes, and I am respectable. I am conscious. I have to, you got to know these things, right? Sometimes you got to be careful for what you ask for. However, because I keep my nappy-headed ass right over here in my lane, I ain't got to deal with that shit. Because I know my mouth. But I also know my humbleness. And I know my respect for people, no matter how you are. See, I don't give a damn if you don't comb your hair. I don't give a damn about your teeth. I don't give a damn about how you walk, how you talk. I give a damn about how your heart is. How your heart and your loyalty is. And that's it for me. I'm not out here to judge because I already know how, people are created and why we created this way. So that's just not me. But babe, ooh, child. When I tell y'all, hold on, let me do it. When I tell y'all that I'm like, woo, thank you, Jesus, for letting me not be, I ain't on that school block. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on that school block. So I was glad, because I promise y'all I'd have been suspended. I'd have been motherfucking expelled. I'd have been expelled for class. My mama and daddy would have to come fuck me up for getting expelled out that goddamn class. You got me. Woo, child. Woo, child. So, in my humble opinion, when you see something like that happening, someone has literally lost control of themselves, but blame it on, this ain't my life, this ain't my life, oh, this your life, this your life. You love doing this shit. It gives your goddamn ass an orgasm out the goddamn world to sit there and to log off, to sit there and say, damn, I got control over these motherfuckers like this. They do what I say. They do this. They do this. They shit. Fuck around and have a head like Beetlejuice fucking with me. Be spinning around all motherfucking day trying to figure out why the fuck is this girl not following orders. I'm hard-headed than a motherfucker. I'm gonna challenge her. Shit. Get the fuck out. You gotta get the fuck out. Oh, jeez. I be popcorn ready watching all the goddamn erratic ass. That shit cracks me up. Now, how the hell is you this old and sitting up here with all this goddamn instant? You don't know when it's coming. You don't know when it's coming, right? And it's, hey, did this. I'm like, yeah. Whole motherfucking exorcist right in y'all goddamn face. But it is what it is. But, it's entertainment. And if I'm at work and it's on, I'll go watch some of it, and I just be at work cracking the hell up. See, it's one thing, like they say, good morning. It's one thing, like they say, that is, you have to wonder if the people is laughing with you or at you. And baby, I be laughing at that shit. Like, this is the worst blackness that I have literally fucking seen. Like, seriously. Like, seriously. Anyways, you guys, it's time for me to get on and pounce up out of here. But I just wanted to wake y'all up a little bit to have some morning chitter chat with onepapoose, and I thank y'all for joining in. Gonna sit back and wait for the next episode. But thank God, I thank you. He led me down the right goddamn passageway when I left downtown Chicago, y'all. And that message was to stay by yourself. Stay true to you. Stay away from the demonic. Don't fall into it. Don't talk. Don't do it. And you know what? I listened. And my hands over here is just as clean and pure and humble. I respect all of y'all. I respect all of y'all opinions. I respect that. I just like, nah. It's like OMG. So with what I, came out here to support Mr. Kelly, I thank God for that. I thank God for that energy. I thank God for giving me the learning experience. And I thank God, like I say, the most for, what do they say? He honored my steps. He guided my steps, y'all. And I mean, kept me away. But in order for me to use him, I had to also use what he gave to me to know that he was of the truth. And that was my common senses. And so I trust all of my common senses. Fall back, let's see what the hell is going on right after I left from downtown. Those 3 times, And I'm watching this channel, and it just kept coming. No, oh no, hell no. No to the no. No and a no and no and a no. The common senses he gave me. See, you have to use those first. And once I start using what he gave me, now all I needed him to do was just keep guiding me through. Keep me away from I can't, no, hell to the no. Because I believe in karma. I believe in what you do unto others. Yes, it will come back on you. I just believe it. No matter if you're speaking it or you're using it some kind of way. Somewhere down your timeline in your life, it's going to come back on you. So I know, even if we are inside of YouTube work, to follow this chapter and forth, it don't matter. It don't matter. If he's a spirit, he gives you inside of YouTube work. It's like he gives me custom every goddamn day. But God knows that's packed. That's packed, but he ain't going to leave you just because of cussing. He don't leave you. He ain't going to leave you because you don't cuss. You don't judge it like that. You don't judge it like that. I'm not out here to do no harm. So that girl over there, you grabbing my picture, put it up halfway at, put all your stuff up there about me. I don't know nothing about you. There's nothing that's going to come from me about you. I hope that she felt good, had honor to do so. But one thing you cannot fix your mouth to say is that my never came out there to attack you in any way. You attacked me first. And I'm glad that you did. Because I hope and pray by you touching on me in a negative, in a demonic way. I don't wish that you would have as many blessings. I don't. I hope he give you That's because I left my phone. That's why you couldn't hear. I kept saying, oh, I'm missing something. I left my phone on the kitchen counter. But, I just want to send this message out. And I'll repeat myself. And I said that I know that it's YouTube, and I understand that. But I didn't do anything wrong. I did not touch that girl over there. I don't have no pictures or none of that stuff. I never critiqued her opinions or nothing, other than saying, okay, there's, this just looked like a bunch of kaleidoscope of things going on. So I had to go and make some sense to why it's like 50,000 pictures up there and trying to understand the story. But never, ever, ever did I have any intentions on coming out saying, well, you're a lie and this is that, or challenging that person on anything that she said. I was just putting my opinions out here. So they say that if we pray, and because I am tired of people that has a problem with onepapoose in her opinions, I am going to pray that your food truck only make it so far. I'm not going to bless it. I'm not going to manifest that in the air. I'm not. Because you were wrong. And it's time for people to be held accountable for that. You touched on me for no reason at all, out of bitterness or whatever. And normally I don't do this, and it's not my job. But I'm going to ask God to look inside your world and go ahead on and put your consequences on her ass for what the fuck she did. I am. I'm going to pray on that because you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You didn't even come about rolling around with the donuts well until after all of this R. Kelly stuff even happened. So maybe you don't deserve what the fuck you're doing. And I had promised myself, just let it roll, just let it roll. But I had to get that out, y'all. I had to get that out. Just dirty as fuck. Don't touch something that just didn't touch you. And I didn't. And you filed for that. I've been nothing but respectful. Half of the time, like I said, I might have seen about two, maybe three, 2.5 of the commentary. And they say that if it's not of your liking, right, you just walk away from it. And that's what I had chose to do. Walk away from it. So now I'm out here and I'm looking, I'm like, well, why is my picture up with her things? But here's the funny thing about it, right? Because I also can, when you scroll through it, you see the titles to everybody thing. And I can say an account for at least probably 5 or more has hashtag Tasha K. Hashtag Tasha K. Hashtag Tasha K. Now, ain't sit back and laugh, because not once have you grabbed any of Tasha K's, you have not grabbed her. You have not grabbed her at all to pay any attention to all that fucking hashtag Tasha K. I know what Tasha K done. I know what she said. I hear it all. But I had no intentions on be like, I'm finna try to get her so I can argue and beef with her and do this and do that and do that. That woman paid you no goddamn attention over there, so I needed to follow that same freaking method and just not pay any attention to you. Grab all my pictures, do whatever you want to do with them. But none of my pictures are nowhere near making a fucking thong out of the United States of America flag. And I'm going to leave that right there. See how I can hit that? Just like that. So, I gotta go. You got to go into a meeting? All right, babe. Go to your meeting. So, yeah, y'all support Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly the best way you guys can. Whatever, unique. Whatever. I'm just saying, people want to, you do things like their heart or their meaning of life is so freaking pure. Like, just knock it off. Like, knock it off. I don't do nothing but sit over here and laugh and shits and giggles on this shit that I see out here on this YouTube goddamn street. And that one crazy ass hot mess of a panel over there is the where you listen. Other than that, you know, the shit that Bookham does and his shit is harmless of what the fuck I'm doing. But, you know, people take that to heart as well, you know. And these little short ass videos, because I'm going to keep them coming for y'all. Every little funny little cliche that I can come across of, I'm going to post it up for y'all so we can laugh at that. This shit is laughable. It really is. Shout out to Jennifer Bonjean for being brave enough to come out here. Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly on the third round of appealing his case, you know, and that's just that. All that other stuff between these other attorneys, it's some bullshit that went on. It's some bullshit that done went on with these attorneys. I don't know, you know, it could be letting so many people inside their world, and or maybe they're doing some things that just not right or whatever. We're talking about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Who in the hell, as an attorney, would want to lose their position to defend one of the world's greatest R&B singers out here? You know what I'm saying? Who? That would be so, that's an impeccable freaking, in my opinion, resume to have. I got to defend this guy, but then it's easy for now. I'm withdrawing. You know, I want to be a substitute. Substitute for what? For what? There's some trust issues there. You know? Anyways, you guys. I woke you guys up to have fun with me this morning, and I thank you. Don't forget to hit my like button out there. It keeps me in the algorithm, you guys, just because I choose to be here. That's all. When I'm gone from here, you guys will know it. You will know it. Other than that, I'm around for a little while. I'm here for a little while. So go have a good morning, you guys. I'm going to get dressed and TGIF, y'all. And I will see y'all finishing the book up tomorrow night. I'm going to finish that book. I'm not leaving from that screen until I finish that book. The longest book reader in the world. in the YouTube streets. Get a person above your heart. Get a person below your heart. Share a heart with your girl, onepapoose, for coming on, just for having her opinion, talk TV, and laughter with you guys. That's all I do. All that other shit over there, I don't give a shit about what these damn people do. None. I got a goddamn life out here. So, and I apologize. I can't drop y'all 4, 5 to 10 videos a day. I can't do it. It's impossible. My job comes first, then my family, and then YouTube. And it's in that order. And I can't change that order. Because if I do, then I'll start having mishaps in my life, whether it's financial or spiritual. You name it. And I don't want to put myself in that position. I want to stay focused on what I'm supposed to stay focused on as a grown as woman who is holding it down for her daughter, her grandkids and stuff, the same way you guys do. And then I'll bring it. I understand that the information pops out here faster. Do I be having it? Yeah. I just can't come on as fast as a lot of people. These people don't work. These people don't have little, you know, the little kids or probably the grandparents. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. How in the fuck is these people on here 10 times a day? Like how? But, you know, shout out to them, So with that being said, talk to y'all later. Bye, Randa. You said you was coming on, Randa, and I waited, and I said, I think she says 10 o'clock. So then I looked up, I think it was like 8:45, and I was watching Prime Video. So I said, okay, I'll grab my shower. I just got home from work. Dakota done ate, Teddy done ate, got my shower. You know, Prime Video, I clicked on anything, right? So then I was like, okay, she said 10 o'clock. So I laid down, I think it was like 9:45. Now, I don't know if you came on or not, but Randa, I must have been asleep in 5 minutes. I said, damn, I woke up. It was like 2:15. So I went to go see. I said, well, did Randa come on? Did I miss her? I was like, oh, hell no. So now I'm going to have to set my Alexa, right? I'm going to have to say, Alexa, set up, turn volume all the way up because Randa's coming on at 10 o'clock. You say, oh, okay, okay. And you know what? I had one of those up too. It had scheduled something, and I might have done it because I'm playing around and still learning my Streamlabs and stuff, right? Streamlabs is so cool, but it is very, very technical than it is with StreamYards. But I love Streamlabs. It is so much that you can actually do with the Streamlabs. Oh, but wait a minute, before we go, I got to tell y'all, did y'all catch the recap? Not the first recap, the second recap of Nick and Knight and yeah, she called the three guys, girl. She was like, bitch ass niggas. And I was like, damn, I ain't really never see like Nick at Night kind of floss up like that, right? Except for when she had her rendezvous earlier with Tasha K. She said she ain't messed with Tasha K in roughly about 3 years though, right? So, y'all. So she went to replay what's that man name? The lead attorney video, right? And you had the other guy, she was playing him. So she's critiquing and she's going over what she was saying and what she meant by everything or so, right? But baby, I was cracking up when she got to the bitch ass niggas. I was like, damn, Dick, damn. Sister got some shit in her, y'all. She got a little fire in her. And she right now ain't feeling those three guys, especially the other one. Like she say, I have to ride with her on that because I don't have that many subscribers and I don't get that many likes and stuff like that. And I'm okay with that because she says it does takes time. It does. People, they're learning where they want to gravitate to. If they like your thing, if they like you, then they'll share it and you'll get more people that way, right? But what she said is true because that's how I learned how to do my stuff coming from my car to my bed with my laptop on me to the dresser. I had my computer over here on the stand by my dresser, left my dresser to go downstairs to actually build me a nice little studio, in that part over there. So, and it all takes time. But how did I learn how to keep adding on and to fix this and to make this work with this and to do that? All the shit was free, really, on YouTube. It's so much free shit. So her argument with lead attorney about what they're trying to do, it was two of them. He posted up that Nick and Knight, was pretty much trying to undermine him and get his program, the code or something, for $49.99. When she clearly said that, it was a joke. Well, then the lead attorney comes back and says that, well, his stuff was a joke too. Ha ha. He even the GoFund Nick at Night, thing to get his code. That's what you had to send him to retrieve the code to get access to his courses, right? So Nick and Knight was like, she just can't believe it. She's stunned that, these three guys that would, kind of do this. Like, is this embellishing the woman, the female, the black culture, So, and I sat here and says, well, you know what, Nick, that may have some point to it. However, you got to look at the big picture, right? We know that we have multiple women out here in this industry, right? That is coming now to take down, or make these accusations or the allegations about these black industry men. He put a pill in my drink, or he raped me over here, or he did this, or he did that, right? So then all these lawsuits are coming about in favor of the black female culture, right? But now, could this possibly be? And I'm saying, hold up, Nick, she really made me think. Could this be a new journey of the three black men trying to reverse it up now, where they setting it up to come after now that, that the picture can be changed? No, we're going to start going after these black women and filing lawsuits. And I'm just hypothetically speaking, though, you guys. But I was like, what up, APC? I was like, damn, Nick, that they could be doing that. They could be setting the trend for that, for the black men to be like, you know what? That's enough of the black or the women coming after these men. Now we can come. We'll group up together and we'll start coming back after after the women. I just gave that, like I said, that's just me and how I kind of grabbed that little part out of her commentary over there. But she's highly, highly pissed, you guys. She's really pissed that, someone she invited to the show and to speak about the Tasha K situation. And since the lead attorney had been there, that was his purpose of being on her show. But the lead attorney, in doing his speaking with Nick at Night, blurted out, "Oh, well, you can take my course," and that led to where they are today with the bitterness now between each other. Lead attorney, in my opinion, could have just left it there, or like I said, Nick at Night could have been, hold up, nope, I don't do any solicitation or things on my channel for woo woo woo. Thanks though, but people can learn about that over on your channel. I think that if she would have stood her ground on the way that she does run her channel, and that's, don't post any links in my chat, or I'm not, she keeps saying it, I'm not here to, solicit or support or whatever, because nobody supported me. And that's her freaking prerogative to do so for her channel, right? But, she, a lot, when it blurted out, that's when I think that she should have been like, "Oh, okay, not over here." Because he's been soliciting it just fine on his own channel. So to me, yes, it would appear that not only did you come, and because she made the $49.99 gesture or the joke about, the giving her the code or whatever, that upsetted him. So he took off and he ran with that to his channel about how, she tried to play him, downplay him for the amount of what he was charging for it, and how his program would help people get to where they need to be. Now, Nick at Night, because she came quick on her toes, right, on this recap, because I caught that shit, but that ain't my fight. When she said, well, she pointed something out to her audience, right? If you listen to the one guy and talking to the lead attorney turns around and questions the guy about, "Oh, well, how'd you do that?" Or, "Oh, well, that's nice of this, that." And Nick and Knight pointed that shit out. It wouldn't be so goddamn surprising to him if his course was really working. You would already know how that guy did this or did that and did that. So I was over here busting up. I was like, shout out to Nick. She caught that shit. I've been caught. And it is weird. So if you have this course and you know how to give this expertise advice on getting your screen this way, growing your people, growing this, one have to ask yourself, well, what the fuck are you asking people questions about it then? You know what I'm saying? I was like, go, Nick. She caught that shit. Great minds think alike, y'all. Great minds think alike. I've been so. I was like, well, okay, get your course, but you asking questions about, when your guests come on of, woo woo and woo woo. I don't know. But I just think that, it's, something that they're going to have to deal with. I don't think that Nick at Night will ever have him back over there. I just don't ever see that happening, because I feel that she really is taking this as an attack on her. Is this an attack to kill some of her subscribers, just like with Tasha K? What kind of attack do you guys think that this is about her and the lead attorney? Y'all gonna have to leave a comment for that. I really want to know what y'all thinking about that. What kind of attack? Because it could have, as an attorney, as I say, could have been kind of left it alone. And she did tell him, if your course is doing so well, then what the hell is you bitter about whether if I said $49.99 about a code? Like, you didn't have to do that. But I got to get up out of here. I have said a lot. Y'all leave me a comment on what y'all think that his stuff was and to do intentionally harm on her subscribers or vice versa. Just let me know. So now I got an hour to get out the house. Have fun with y'all this morning. Go get your breakfast. Go give somebody a hug and some love. Thank you guys, and I appreciate you guys for supporting the channel and me. But I got to go and see what else is going on out here on the grass. So y'all have a beautiful day. Bye. Bye. Nothing really, Sarah. Nothing. So I'll give you a call. I'll call you about 2 o'clock today. Let me get dressed and get up out of here. Then I'll call you. But I'm doing nothing today. And then the other stuff you got to come and show me how to do anyway. So I will call you about 2 o'clock. All right. Bye.